I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
We're okay, but definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
This feels like that winter when we both got hurt doing that insane drill.
I hate winter.
Oh yeah. You messed up your knee and I broke my arm.
My knee.
You were the walking wounded for a while there.
Yeah, at first we were helpless and ready to sit out until we healed up. But after a week or so, we started to figure out how to help each other compensate for what we were missing.
So you figured out how to get by?
You can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
Let's go back to Hope.
I'll start on SmackDown talking to superstars from the women's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Ooh. CM Punk Dark. And I think that's that. All right, obviously, we're going to talk to Becky first. We got a lot of stuff going on over here. I don't want to read that much. That's a lot to read. Hold on. I enjoy on the losing side. Of course, Seth is happy. Nancy and Punk haven't always seen eye to eye, but this is bigger than any of that. It's time to follow his lead and make history in the name of NXT Mutiny. That's dangerous. Kevin Owens and CM Punk on the same side. Enough said. Freebird rules, more like CM Punk rules. Welcome home. Ha 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 ha. Bailey and you. Ha ha. You're lucky to have you as a leader. Yeah. Everything's gotten revealed. Even loss and betrayal can bring us awakening. Oh, shut up, John. Just when you think you have all the answers, we change the questions. Oh, so now you're Roddy Piper. It is definitely going to win out. You did okay. You flip-floppy, fickle-ass fan. Yeah, see? Drew always knew. Drew always knew.
Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bailey was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bailey don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bailey as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader
there
to
might be
CM
one
Punk's
person that
second
knows her a little
fiddle
bit
has
better.
got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bailey all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bailey's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bailey back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Yes.
I spoke to Becky earlier, and she said that Mutiny should be watching her match very closely tonight.
Well, that's the last thing in the world I'd be asking for, Cole. We've seen what happens when you put...
Becky is looking to make a statement loud enough for Mutiny to hear.
One of the most dominant women in WWE history. An incredible pedigree for success for Nia Jax. Well, one thing is you have to answer Becky's amazing in-ring IQ and willingness to do anything to win.
Well, if she can find the right strategy, it'll change her career.
Becky Lynch has promised that this match is going to get Mutiny talking.
Everyone knows her history with Nia Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man became the man. This will get everyone talking.
There's more on Becky's mind than meeting
I know how to
Nia.
fight you.
Take a look at how she's moving differently in there. There's something familiar about her.
Another leg drop.
Lynch letting her opponent know who's in charge.
Body slam slipped
fine.
out.
Inverted DDT connects.
You got all this extra armor. It's all good.
She's in that zone. Total focus on the competition.
What a forearm.
Oh, man.
You're not going to tell me how to do it? Okay.
Saw it coming. It counters it. She reverses and creates an opportunity. Forearm to the face. Oh, nothing fancy.
All right, R2 and square at the same time.
About that.
So I just need a signature.
Ooh,
Got it.
treading all over their opponent.
Tying up the legs here, looking for the death lock.
It's gonna be
There
hard
it
for you to
is.
get up, Naya.
This one could be over.
Keep your legs on the way.
Nia's getting picked apart here. Gonna be tough to slow Becky down now. Caught with the elbow.
Heard your shield go. Shut the hell up.
Oh, the knee just being torn apart now.
Oh, with authority.
And for the moment, Jax gets knocked down a peg.
Yeah, as Becky's trademark brashness continues to serve her well in this one.
And Jax is turning to the crowd for assurance.
From the top.
Good. Putting her back in her place. Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent.
I don't get this. She's barely paying attention to her opponent. She's supposed to be competing in a match here.
Getting her set up for something in the corner.
Knife edge chop. Becky with all the momentum on her side.
Nia
Hey,
struggling,
yeah.
but still capable of a comeback.
Oh gosh, she's out the ring
Lynch,
again.
she's thinking big.
From the top.
And that's not what she was looking for there.
Went for the high.
Yeah, my bad. I was
towards
just
the
looking for a
outside,
prime bottle.
But it ended up being in vain.
Just trying to get a little glug
No
glug.
love lost between Lynch and her opponent.
Get off me.
Ooh, point of the elbow counters that. Ooh.
Forearm to the face. Oh, nothing fancy about that. A rare spot of trouble for
The
Nia.
referee wants
Becky's
that prime.
dishing out a last kicking.
We're locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidated. Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse.
And she saw that coming from Jax.
Yep, got her.
Flags.
Becky attacking with unshakable confidence.
Becky bringing it and bringing it fast.
Bringing it and bringing it and bringing it
To the
fast.
gut. Uh-oh.
Look out.
Spiked with a rose plant.
Jax looks absolutely out of it.
There's two. No, my,
What?
that was close.
Amazing kick out. You cannot help but be impressed by Nia Jax's fortitude here tonight.
And maybe now Lynch has to revise her game plan because it wasn't enough to keep the competition down.
This referee is tripping.
Lynch responds. Kick to the gut. Uh-oh.
Look out.
Spiked with a rose plant. Lynch got all of her.
And straight into the pin attempt.
She's out.
count.
She's snoring.
Becky Lynch picks up the victory in impressive fashion.
Becky Lynch just defeated Nia Jax with a Bailey to belly suplex. It was actually a Becky to belly.
That wasn't just a suplex. That was a statement directly.
I hear Becky Lynch is poorly executing some of my moves on #SmackDown, so what? Not going to give her any attention. You already did. Seriously, there isn't enough money in the dump truck to make me watch her tired routine. She just wants attention. #not watching. You're still watching. And another thing, all at Becky Lynch at WWE is showing is that the man was never better than the worst horsewoman. Did you see her Bailey to belly? Terrible. Still watching.
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bailey probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Yeah, true that.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
She's flipping out.
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
Yeah.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bailey's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
Oh, Lord. She's gonna arch a shard. We're just Becky now. Tune in to SmackDown next week for a new episode of an old classic when Becky Lynch hosts Ding Dong Hello. Are you kidding me? Ding Dong Hello is my show. You can't just give it to Becky Lynch. Really? It's one thing to ride my coattails. It's another to steal my show. Hashtag pathetic. Breaking. I don't care about your dumb stunts at Becky Lynch. Please stop blowing up my phone with all these replies, Bailey. Appreciate it.
Welcome to the return of Ding Dong Hello! I'm your host, Bailey. And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion. This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon.
Didn't even point to the door.
Legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me.
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bailey walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bailey. The real Bailey. My Bailey. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. You were the heart of the Four Horsewomen. The soul of us. Remember, Bailey? Do you? You were the sun we orbited around. The glue that held us together. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Becky Lynch invited Bailey to the ring, and it seems Bailey accepted.
I didn't think she would actually show. Look out!
Kyrie Sane from behind.
This was a setup.
Damage
Becky was
control.
distracted. Now Kyrie's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control.
It's about damn time.
No, Kyrie's going back. Get up, Becky.
Kyrie Sane wanted to get her hands on Becky Lynch. Now she has her chance.
If Becky thought she could talk any sense into that traitor Bailey, I got a steel mill in Pittsburgh to sell her. Pure naivete.
Having faith in the people you care about isn't naive, Corey. It's hope.
Ah.
Oh, a little shove.
Yeah.
Flush.
A rapid leg drop.
A second leg drop with a twist.
Trying to arch a shar my shar.
Or pump handle. Pump handle coming. Pump handle suplex.
Toss up.
Hard into the corner.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles?
Basement drop kick. The man is taking charge.
Becky's taking what she wants.
Oh,
Toss across. And an elbow drop to the arm.
adrenaline pumping. Here she goes.
Adrenaline and muscle.
Oh my God.
Becky Lynch with an Irish roll. It's going off, she's hard, she's hard.
Rope bridging. Fujiwara.
Oh, man, that's cinching it in. Desperately trying to find a way out, and she does.
Yep. Got me.
Head scissor. Double stomp to the body.
She's starting to wear down here. It's all about focus. You have to be able to ignore the pain as the match wears on. Goodness gracious.
Oh, Sane
Get
fell
off.
right into that one.
And she heads out to the floor.
Obviously was in need of a breather. Watch out!
Oh no!
Grabbing a kendo stick, any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt.
Am I bleeding?
Short clothesline hits its mark. Point of the elbow, nailed it.
Guess that's what I get for singing the Cody Rhodes theme song to you.
Drops the hammer right on the lower back. Take off. Senton from the apron. She's been pushed past her limit here.
Everything she has been through to this point, she is feeling all of it right now.
She throws her back
Oh,
in.
nice of you put me in the ring.
Misses the target. Nice takedown by Becky, looking for the armbar.
To disarm her. Got the submission, but that's not going to win this match.
She
It's
releases
not.
the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to. Becky Lynch looking for it.
Manhandle slam.
Is it the finishing touch Lynch needs?
Ooh, Sane has lost any sense of command in this one.
Alarms must be going off in Kyrie's head right now.
Becky Lynch.
That's it. Calling it by knockout.
Becky Lynch just fed it off.
So where's Bayley?
Attack and send her back to Mutiny with a lot of explaining to do.
Well, it might have been Kyrie's hands, but that was Bayley's attack.
I was expecting
Until
Bayley
these
to
two
come out
figure
after
how
this
to get their
attack.
hands on each other. This war isn't going to stop.
Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I was the heart and soul of the Horsewomen, and that always ate you up inside. You wanted the little girls wearing your costume. You wanted matches like the one I had in Brooklyn. You seethed at everything I built. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tune since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the
She's
bus
got
to
a
get
point.
ahead. Unlike Kairi Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky, but I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.
Becky Lynch strides into the jaws of NXT Mutiny in a last-ditch attempt to show Bayley the light. Bayley was the one in your jaws of WWE, and you'd be chewing on her for a decade. And you've been chewing on her for a decade. What Becky's going to see tonight is the power that freedom brings. Wow. Well, I guess we'll see that in the next episode. So appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Like, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.